as soon as the Eagles got off the field. And he sat down, kind of channeling, this looks like some early Attitude Era Triple H. Here's what Jalen Hurts had to say to the assembled media.
So that's what y'all wanted to see, huh?
That was it! So that's what y'all wanted to see, huh? The man went and he balled out. He did exactly what I think anybody who had any kind of remaining hesitancy around this team wanted to see. Jalen Hurts, who had thrown for 118 yards against the Ravens, who had thrown for 108 yards against the Panthers. Both wins. I mean, the Eagles just kept winning, but the people who were in their feelings about whether or not this team could actually be an elite passing team, Jalen Hurts went out and answered the call against the Steelers. Now, overall, the game had some highs, it had some lows. There were a few really big takeaways that we're going to get to here in a second. And for those who might be, arguing that like, well, Pickens wasn't in the lineup for the Steelers, how do you expect the game to be closer? We're not even talking about that side of the ball yet. We are specifically talking about what happened on the offensive side of the ball. Jalen Hurts on Sunday, 25 of 32 for 290 yards, 2 touchdowns. They never even got Saquon Barkley going and rolling in this game. He ends up with 65 yards on 19 carries. Kenneth Gainwell ended up getting a nice share of the snaps, a nice share of the plays in the second quarter. At one point, Barkley goes out, doesn't make his way back in until the second half. In his stead, Gainwell comes into the game. He ends up with 20 yards on 7 rushes. Hurts had 45 rushing yards of his own and got a touchdown. So the Eagles' ground game in aggregate still over, it was 125 yards, 126 yards on the ground.